Hey guys, it's Javi. So I was just meeting with the client via Zoom and, we're looking at some houses and they just said, dude, give it to us straight. Which one of these houses would you buy? Which one of these houses wouldn't you buy? And here's the thing. Every realtor has opinions about what they buy and shouldn't buy. And I'm always nervous making these kind of videos because technically if a agent's making a video like these are the best neighborhoods or don't buy in these neighborhoods, it's considered steering, which is actually a violation of the rules that we have. But I'm just saying. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you which houses to avoid. I don't care what neighborhood you're looking for. I don't care what city you're looking in. I'm going to just do some random searches here and I'm going to find live while we're here some freaking houses that I need you to avoid like the plague. It's like all these freaking scammers shop at Home Depot and look up the flipper kit, right? With the freaking grays and the whites and all. Trust me, you'll get what I'm saying a little bit later. But let's get to it. So even though I haven't prepared for this, I already know they're just going to pop up because they're freaking everywhere right now. And if you're watching this right now, it's actually end of the year 2024. So we have a lot of freaking inventory. So I'm sure it won't be hard to find it. So let's just do a basic search. 3-bedroom. Why is my voice squeaking like I'm going through puberty again? 1,400 square feet and up. Have to have a pool. I'm building a pool right now. So I got to say, if you want a pool in Arizona, just freaking do it, man, because it's a pain in the butt to build right now. In Chandler, let's actually go a little more expensive. Fortunately, part of the East Valley is it's going to be a little more pricey. So let's go up to 600,000, and here we go. Here we go. We got one here. I would be cautious about a house like this, okay? First things first, you're looking at it. Might not look too out of the ordinary at first. It's okay. It's virtually staged. Nothing too crazy. And then you keep looking, why does this look so like cold and abandoned? Well, always do this, okay? Always look at the tax records. Let's see who owns the property. And lo and behold, this is owned by Open Door. Open Door, what can I say? Like a company, they're essentially providing a service to people who are looking to sell their house, don't want to deal with the freaking market, don't want to deal with showings. They just want to sell it to Open Door at a cheaper price. So checking out the tax records real quick, these guys bought this house like slightly cheaper than what they have it for sale, right? And what makes me nervous about this house is they buy it and then they really don't do anything to it. And they just put it a little bit markup on it and they put it on the market. I actually show this house. It's been this long on the market. I showed this house a few months ago. I'm surprised it's still here. Here's the thing. When you're talking about equity, I'll be the first to tell you right now, it's not the best time to sell. So when you're buying a property, it's not going to be the best investment. Yes. Okay. But you want to try to buy, like, let's say the value of where you need to be is like right here. And if somebody already purchased the house, like maybe here where the value should be, and now they're trying to mark it up to like here, and they like reduce the price to make you think that it's going to be slightly cheaper, so now you're like they're trying to sell it to here. No, you should try your absolute best to forget about their mistake and try your best to not only buy it at the price where you should be, but try to buy it under here. Because if you buy it here, whether the market goes up or down, if it goes up it's even better, but if it goes down, it at least protects you, right? And unfortunately, when you're buying a situation like this, and it doesn't have to be Open Door. It could be anybody. Anyone who just purchased it and flipped it, they're eating up that potential equity that you could be gaining or at least protecting yourself and shielding yourself from the market. So please, oh please, oh please, try your best to avoid houses that were just recently flipped. There are some exceptions to the rules, of course. If you are one of those people that are like, Javi, I have to find a house that's completely remodeled because I don't want to touch any. I don't even want to dare clean my toilets. If that's you, then best of luck to you. God bless. But for everyone else, please do your best to try to avoid these like the plague. For our next search, let's go a little bit more on the affordable side. Let's do about 450. Let's switch over to random city. Let's think Goodyear, Arizona. Let's look at 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Let's not worry about a pool. As you can see, not many options popped up with the pool there. Slight adjustment. Let's go to 500,000. For this one, it's going to be just an update. I'm not going to pick a specific house, but you're going to be tempted to go scroll down and look at the days on market, right? Where houses that have been on the market for like 200, 150 plus days, you're going to be tempted to just focus on those. But here's the reality, okay? In my experience, it's more than just looking on days on market. You want to look at the whole picture. I'm going to pick a random house here, okay? This one listed for 469. Okay. It's been on the market for 167 days. Price reductions, they've had 485 to 469. So yeah, they've been reducing it. But this one is Pebble Creek, which is a retirement community. Yep. Okay, makes sense. Usually retirement communities take a little longer to sell, so nothing crazy. This one, it's been on the market for 173 days. Only had one price reduction, 469 to 460. So usually, in my experience, those houses that are 150 plus days and haven't had a lot of price reductions shows me it's a stubborn situation, where there's someone who's being stubborn, whether it's the actual owner or someone in their family who's in charge of the decision, is really just really not budging on the price. And to me, I want flexibility. So if I find a situation where it has been on the market for 150 plus days, but there's been consistent price reductions where they're trying to adjust, that shows there's an effort. There's some kind of some kind of effort. But I think the idea or the illusion that we tell ourselves that, oh, well, I'm going to find a way to get the offer that hasn't been able to budge or reduce the price and give them a lower offer, and I'll make them understand that their house is overpriced. It's like, stop trying to turn the bad boy into a good boy, right? It's like I can change him. No, don't do it. Here's the better opportunity, okay? It might be tempting also to look at the new listings, right? And, I wouldn't shy away from the new listings. If there's something new that pops up, go check it out, see if you like it. But just know that first, 1 or 2 week period is always a weird situation, because, let's say a house goes on the market this day. Those first 2 weeks, the seller's on cloud nine, and there's just no way that they'll take a lowball offer. They're just like, absolutely not. My house is worth what it's worth. And even if you do give them a solid offer that's lower here, they're so early on, they're gonna say that's fine. We're gonna wait for the right offer to come. They're not going to really consider you. Then it gets to the point where they're like 3 to 4 weeks, and they're like, oof, this is starting to get a little tight. There's nothing going on. Hopefully they do a price reduction here or something, and hopefully at this point, once they do a price reduction, they're still going to be a little firm. But in my experience, that 30 days to 60 day, maybe even 90 day sweet spot is where you're going to get sellers that are a little bit more willing to work with you on price, on concessions. I mean, once again, it's not just a simple rule that always applies, but if you find a situation, once again, just randomly looking here, and this is the category I'm looking at, DOM, right here where you see DOM. I can see, okay, 30, 60 days. Here's one that just got the price reduced. It was originally listed at 488. It's now 430, 46 days on the market. It looks like it is what is this, retirement community? No, it's in Estrella, which is not retirement, but that is someone that's probably willing to work with you. Here's another one, hasn't had a price reduction in a while, 499, but it's been 47 days on the market. So they might be willing to budge on the offer on price. And of course, every time you make an offer, I highly still suggest you do comps, get a good idea of what the neighborhood is. Like for my clients, I actually make them a personalized video of me pulling up comparable houses in the neighborhood so they can get a good idea of what the houses are selling for. If you don't have a realtor that does that, hi, how are you? I'm applying for a job here. There's just get an idea of the values of the neighborhood, get an idea of what's out there, and then make the best offer, right? But that opportunity, in my opinion, is between 30 to 90 days. Next one, we're going to do 500,000, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, Glendale. Glendale, for those that are watching in Arizona, basically older part of town. I think most of you guys watching here in Arizona, right? Pretty sure. If it's called Arizona Javi, you probably were watching my main channel and you came here, or let me know how you found me. Let me know in the comment sections. But anyways, let's look and see what we can find. Okay, here we go. I can already tell this is one. Whenever you're on Zillow or MLS or whatever, you're looking at houses and you see a freaking amazing house, like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's like out of a magazine. You gotta train your brain to, when it sees something it to question, to start questioning it, right? It's going to be similar to that first one. In my experience, and in my client's experience, unfortunately, whenever we're dealing with a flip situation, most of the time the focus is going to be on getting the house to look nice, but not really fixing the inside or the actual stuff. Now, there's exceptions to any of this, like anytime, right, with regardless of anything, but it's just, I don't know. I trust my gut to tell me there's something wrong here and not move forward with it, rather than I trust my ability to hire the right inspector to discover what was done right and not done wrong, if that makes sense. In my experience, the best houses that I've bought or my clients have bought have been houses that maybe aren't modern. They're not fully upgraded. They're just really well maintained. And how do you find out if a house is maintained? Is the filters clean? Does it look like it's been taken care of well? Is it clean? Do they make you wear booties when you walk in? There's a lot of things you can do. It's just kind of a sixth sense you pick up, right? If you take care of your stuff, you walk through a house and you start noticing, hey, they seem like they did a good job. To me, the best house is a house I walk through, and I don't care if it doesn't look the best, but it has a brand new AC, or newer roof, maintain everything clean. That's divine, right? Those are the ones that I'm going for. A lot of times we're so enamored by a beautiful picture of the new house and everything that it just unfortunately puts you in a bad spot down the road. It goes back to that first one with the equity. Like this one, this is obviously a flip. What did they buy it for? They're trying to sell it for $479. They purchased it for not $479. Let's say a little bit more than $100,000 less than what they're selling it for just a few months ago, right? So it's just, if you're going for that vibe, go for it. But just be extremely, extremely cautious. I would rather get yourself into a house that needs work and you put the work in instead of having to pay an overpriced product. Just, no, do your thing. At the end of the day, you can just listen to this and just be like, whatever. So here's another one. And this isn't going to be a avoid, but this is going to be more of a be careful. If you're seeing pictures, you see a solar panel, heads up. Okay. Solar panels, there's nothing wrong with solar energy. I think, unfortunately, the industry that was built around solar the last decade has really ruined it for a lot of homeowners. It sucks to purchase a house with already a solar loan or solar lease, because they've already claimed the tax benefits of it when they initially got it. And now they're trying to sell their house with this massive loan or this lease. And yes, they can show you monthly payments of where, they're supposedly saving money on it. I've rarely found a situation where like, wow, they're actually saving a ton of money on it. It makes sense if you have a big family living in your home or your home isn't really energy efficient and it saves you there. But if it's just like one or two people living in a home with solar, I rarely see the actual savings. So this is not an avoid. This is more like a heads up. If you see solar, make sure you get the documentation of what the payment is, what the terms are. Does the payment go up there's some loan situations or lease situations where the payment's going up every year. It's 20, 30 plus years. But who knows, you might find something where the house, it'll pay off the solar for you or something. I don't know. But overall, just kind of, if you're looking to buy here, just have that in the back of your head. So hope this video brought you some value today, friends. If you have any questions whatsoever, email me or call me or text me. Other than that, guys, I really wish you the best. If you have any recommendations or any kind of videos you want to see in the future, let me know in the comments below. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. See you on the next one.